Preparing video footage for the PAP is 3 steps really. We record the footage first, then we go back later and we analyse the video footage, and finally, once we know exactly what's in that video, we add a voiceover. It's important to do this in 3 steps, and I'll walk you through it now. Okay, first we're going to start and we're going to look at an app called OnForm. It's the same as Coach's Eye or Darfish Express, so I'll click on it here. I'll click on import to bring in a video to the library in OnForm. We'll start with the camera roll. So I'll click on a video here and bring it in from the camera roll. I'll use that clip and I'll click use, and once I click use, it pops into the camera roll. There is an alternative. We could also bring something in from Google Drive or OneDrive. So let's click on Drive here. Luckily, I've got a folder for PAP to 2021. In it, I've got my 7 categories I'm collecting data in for Section A. I have a Section A folder, I have 7 folders for Section A, and I'm going to go to the Skill and Technique one, and I'm going to pull out some of the video footage I captured in the field the other day. So let's click on the catch. If I go to the top right hand corner, 3 dots, I go down to Send Copy, and that allows me to, so I can either save it directly to the video, directly to my camera roll, or instead I'm going to put it directly into the app by going down to OnForm and clicking on OnForm. That'll give me an option to save it to the library within OnForm, excuse me, and if I click save, send, it'll make its way over to OnForm. So if we take a look, in OnForm, it should be arriving around now. There it is, the catch. So I now have videos imported that I shot out in the pitch the other day. My next step now, let's just analyse the video. Let's take a look. So I have my video, I'll play it. It's of the pickup and hurling. Yeah, it's a grand video. For me, there's a bit of dead footage at the start of it. So I'm going to go up to my 3 dots in the top right hand corner, and I'm going to trim the video. So when I click on trim, I get this wheel along the top, and I'm just going to take the first 3 or so seconds off because look, no one wants to see a garden with someone waiting to pick up. So if I click save, I have 2 options. I can overwrite it if I don't want the original video anymore. But if I have a couple of skills in the same video, guys, use save new video so you can access your old stuff. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's do a bit of analysis. I'm going to use the toggle wheel along the bottom to slide backwards and forwards to get a point that I can analyse. Remember, this is just me fiddling around with tools at the moment. This is me identifying what I can take out of the video. So yeah, I have a nice spot here. I'm going to take out, go to my tools, I'm going to draw a straight line and look at that. His hurley is exactly parallel to the ground. I'd also like to find my second teaching point here is I'm going to look at his head. His eyes are directly over the ball. I really like that. Now, if you make a mistake, all you have to do is click on undo and it'll take you back a step, or click on clear and it'll clear the screen for you to start again. But yeah, I'm going to draw my line here again. I'm happy with that. That's my second teaching point. And the third technical point of this that I like is how he drives out of the pickup. It's really nice. So there are my key 3 teaching points that I can see from my analysis. Let's slow it down and watch it. There he is driving out. Lovely. That's nice. I'm happy with that piece of analysis. Nothing, I haven't recorded this. This is just me messing around. So I think I know what I'm doing. So now I think I can record it. So I clear my screen. I'm going to go up to that little record button in the middle of the screen. Once I press that, everything that happens on the screen records. Everything I say here records. Everything that happens in that moment records until I press it again, and it stops and saves new video file. So I press record. And everything that's happening right now is being recorded into new video file. So yeah, I'm going to find my analysis point again. I'm going to draw my line. Lovely. I'm going to draw my other line. Okay, and all the time I'm preparing this, I can't do a voiceover at the same time, guys, because it's too hard. But at least my analysis piece is being recorded. I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to add the drive there just at the end. Again, this is just very rough, but it shows you what's happening. If I'm happy with my video footage, I press record again in the top. It was red, it's now not red anymore. Press the button, and what it does is it exports, it creates a new video file of my analysis piece. I can press play at the bottom and watch it back and review it. Just like the video we did earlier, I could trim it. I could decide to discard it because it's rubbish. This is going to take me 20 goes anyway to get right, just until I'm used to doing it. So here's my video. If I'm happy enough with it, then I'm going to click save. And I'm going to save it. I could save it to the camera roll, or I could save it up to Google Drive. For the sake of this, I'm going to save it up to Drive because I'll be adding a voiceover to this later on. So I'll give it a name. Let's call it Analysis of the Pickup. and I know it's an analysed video just to separate it from the videos that I've gathered already. Please name your videos. Ideally you'd have a folder for analysed videos within your section 8. There it is. So if I click on that video now that I've named, I go to the top right hand corner and I click on share. When share comes up, I go click on my 3 dots in the top right hand corner and I go down to share to other apps, and I have 2 options. I can edit, I can save it to file there to my desktop or to my iPad, or else I can share it to Google Drive, which I'm doing right now. Go down to my folder, PAP 2021, into section A, into skill and technique, ideally into analysed videos, and we'll save it there. And if you click on upload, up it goes. Now we've shot footage, we've analysed footage, okay? And we're ready now next time to do a voiceover. Before we do that, I just want to show you one other skill that you could use here. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive and I'm going to download, I'm going to send a copy of a model performer performing the catch. So go to my 3 dots again and I'm going to put it straight into on form. It could be Coach's Eye, could be Data for Success, it's the exact same process. Click on library and I'm going to click send. What will happen is that'll make its way over. Now you can see it there, the first video, catching model performer, and I have my own performance in. So I click on one of them, click on compare, and if I add the other video beside it, I'll have the 2 videos next to each other. Notice that I did the compare videos in portrait because I just think they compare better. Now let's play them first and see how they look beside each other. I don't think they're pretty good. I use cones and stuff to make sure they're the same distance back from the camera, but I'm going to make them perfect. So I'm going to start by toggling the left hand video now, and I'm going to toggle it backwards and forwards to find a point that I think both videos will align. So I'm going to get it just as the ball is going into his hand. Up, too far, back one, and there. I go to the other video and scroll to the same spot, and if I'm happy, there you go, I'm going to hit that lock button in the middle of the 2 of them and it locks them into the same video. So once I press play now, I have 1 video file instead of 2 wheels, and perfect, I can use that for analysis. I now have a video ready for analysis. So let's do a bit of analysis here. I'm going to bring it back to a point where I think I can see some good teaching points. Let's take a look here. First of all, look at the boss of the hurler, boss and the hurley of the model performer. It's nice and neat, it's behind his body and it's a good body position. Look at the hurley of me compared to the model performer. My hurley's gone way back behind the body and it's loose, okay? But most importantly, look at how exposed my wrist is compared to the model performer in terms of protection. There's a nice little piece of analysis. I know what I'm doing. So now again, this is all just messing around. Time to go recording. I'm going to hit the record button at the top now, and I'm ready because I know what I'm looking for. I'm going to hit record, do my analysis piece, and then hit record again. And here, look, I'll skip through to actual video. So here's my analysis piece video. I'll watch it back for a second. If I'm happy with it, I'm happy with it. I'm going to trim a bit off the start because look, there's a bit of kind of unnecessary stuff to start, and I'll trim a bit off the end. If I'm happy to save it, then click save. It will now save it to my library once I give it a name. Let's call it, I don't know, comparing against a Lee Hatley or whatever you want to call it. We call it comparing video. So let's click save. It goes into my library. And once it's in the library, I save it up to Good Drive again, ready to drop in. So just to let you know, finally, if we're going to record some audio over it, drop all your stuff into wherever you're going. You need to mute the audio in the file. So if you click on each file that you've dropped into iMovie, it'll allow you to go into them individually and actually turn down the volume in each video. Then I can go to the left and click on record, and it will add a new voiceover over your video. So it'll give me a 3-second countdown. It'll count me in. And everything I'm saying right now is the new video audio file over that video. Okay? Once you accept it, that's your new video file. The old audio is muted and you're good to go.